We're about halfway through the Year of Faith, which Pope Benedict proclaimed and initiated last October. Remember, Pope Benedict called for this special time of grace in order to strengthen the faith of Christians at a time when the forces working against that faith, especially secularization, are so strong. What is secularization? Basically, it's not so much a denial of God's existence as a denial of God's importance. It's a phenomenon in which the things of the world, secular things, become more important than the things of God, sacred things. Thus, we find that people often have time for all sorts of pursuits, but they don't have time for God. They don't take time to worship God or listen in prayer to the voice of God that comes through the Scriptures and other spiritual reading. In a secularized world, Super Bowl Sunday and Halloween are celebrated with greater attention than religious feasts and seasons. What do we need to counteract this trend and to grow in our faith? What's needed is a new evangelization. Not that there is a new gospel, there isn't, but that the gospel needs to be presented in new and fresh ways so that the world may come to see its beauty and truth. Ultimately, the best presentation of the gospel is found in the lives of Christians who take it seriously, who live with God at the center of their lives. In that sense, evangelization is always new, because every new generation needs to hear the gospel and see it embodied in the lives of those who believe it. And so, we pray that where secularization is strongest, Christian communities may effectively promote a new evangelization. Let's listen now to Pope Francis, who challenged us, as well as himself, in his homily on the third Sunday of Easter with these words. I would like all of us to ask ourselves this question. You, I, do we worship the Lord? What does it mean then to worship God? It means learning to be with Him, and it means sensing that His presence is the most true, the most good, the most important thing of all. All of us in our own lives, consciously and perhaps sometimes unconsciously, have a very clear order of priority concerning the things we consider important. Worshiping the Lord means giving Him the place that He must have. Worshiping the Lord means stating, believing, not only by our words, that He alone truly guides our lives. This has a consequence in our lives. We have to empty ourselves of the many small or great idols that we have and in which we take refuge, on which we often seek to base our security. They are idols that we sometimes keep well hidden. They can be ambition, careerism, a taste for success, placing ourselves at the center, the tendency to dominate others, the claim to be the sole masters of our lives, some sins to which we are bound, and many others. I would like a question to resound in the heart of each one of you, and I would like you to answer it honestly. Have I considered which idol lies hidden in my life that prevents me from worshiping the Lord? Worshiping is stripping ourselves of our idols, even the most hidden ones, and choosing the Lord as the center, as the highway of our lives. Dear brothers and sisters, each day the Lord calls us to follow Him with courage and fidelity. He has made us the great gift of choosing us as His disciples. He invites us to proclaim Him with joy as the risen one, but He asks us to do so by word and by the witness of our lives in daily life. The Lord is the only God of our lives, and He invites us to strip ourselves of our many idols and to worship Him alone, to proclaim, to witness, to adore.